All right, so first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and check and see what we've already done in Python. All right, you can see that we've gone in and created a hello world, simple input, simple read, simple write. Okay, so if we just extract the simple write here, and I'm just going to open it up in this LeafPad program, you can see that here we have the Python instance going on here. It's the pound, the exclamation point or bang, /user, /bin, /Python. Okay, I put some comments in here. Certainly, you should feel comfortable with comments by now. They're pretty straightforward. And then, we went through and actually did some other things here, right? We went through and we used this thing that we're calling the file object, and we're creating this foo.txt, and we're opening it up for read or for writing here by putting in the WB, not to be confused with the network, right? But essentially, we're able to very quickly get this thing going, and the magic happens immediately. So we should be able to write a text file here. How about I call this text file, we'll just run this again. I'll just change this from foo to foobar.txt. Okay, so there should not be one that's got foo in it already. And then from there, what we're hoping to do is, just type in whatever you want right here. So this is a sample of the write in Python. And if you don't have this, I'd ask you to go ahead and spend the time to look at this, and go ahead and write it right now, and I'll wait for you, because this is important that you know how to write files. Okay? You know how to write files. What's that? All right, are you in an editor?
She's in VI.
Okay, yeah, you might want to just get out of VI. That's going to be a little bit difficult, and try to open it up in another editor. All right, well, so this is all good and well, right? I mean, you guys are probably like, yeah, Ben, this is the coolest thing since sliced bread. And you know what? We could go through and actually do this example. However, I think that what I'm going to do here for our purposes, what I'll do is I'll just come in and I'll say, instead of a text file here, instead of a TXT file, what I'll do is I'll just call it an HTML file. Okay? And with my HTML file here, instead of having a simple write and say, hey, write some generic text here, what I'll do is I'll just say, hey, write an HTML file. Right? And then I'll say, inside of this HTML, I'm going to go ahead and just say HTML. So I'll open and close the HTML, and then I'll have another tag inside that says body, and then end body. And then we'll just put some simple HTML commands in here. Okay? So H1 is going to be a heading, and I'll just say this is HTML from Python. Okay? So, and I'm going to comment out these print statements right here. Certainly we could go ahead and print this out. But instead of having these guys down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the print statement above the write here, above the file object. So stay with me. I'm going to say print, and I know this is going to look goofy to you, but just go with me here. I'm going to say print, and then I'm going to actually, to the interpreter, to the command line, I'm just going to say opening a new file for writing. Okay? And then after I open the file, I'll say print, oops, all lowercase, print, file has been opened. Okay. And then above the write data, I'm going to say print fixin to write data to this file I just opened. Alright, and then I'll say print just wrote data to the file, and then at the end here I'll say print file closed, HTML file created. Okay, so what do you think the likelihood of this actually executing the first time that I run it? So if I was going to Vegas or somewhere else, I would think to myself, wait a second, hold on, this is going to be not a good odd for me to let this bad boy rip here. But then again, there may be a good chance for this thing to run. So I'm going to go ahead and just save it. Okay, and then after I save it, what I should be able to do is go back to that folder that I was in, and I can see that the folder's right here, right? So what I should be able to do is home desktop Python is the name of the folder right here. Should be able to just launch a terminal and cd home desktop. What's the name of it? Home. What did I say it was? Desktop Python cd home cd. Hold on a second, let me see where it's at. What's that? CD desktop. Root. And then CD desktop. Hold on, let me see. There it is right there. Sorry. So it's CD root. Thank you. CD desktop. And then there's my Python folder. So I'm just, remember, changing directories into the Python. And then now I should be able to just say Python. And what was the name of that file? SimpleWrite.py. Okay, and see how it just spits out all that crud that I put in there for the prints? Open a new file for writing. File has been opened. Fixing to write the file. Just wrote the data to the file. File is closed. Now go back to the folder. And what we should see here is an HTML file. Okay, there's an HTML file. So now let's just see if we can open this with, hey, Iceweasel looks good. Let's see what it looks like here. This should be an HTML. Okay, there we go. That's how you create an HTML file from Python. Okay?
Mine created as a